Hey guys, Nolar here. I'm back to give you the gacha news for this week on the 5-9 Gaming Network. Just to let you know, Toshi asked if I could clean his teeth, and normally I wouldn't be bothered to do it because that's why I have a Genis. However, Toshi wanted me to do it because he could dangle the offer that all whales want: free premium currency. So, despite the fact that I haven't cleaned teeth since my practicum years ago in school, I'm doing it because the best premium currency is free. Now, before we dive right into this week's Gacha news, if you enjoy what you see, please remember to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications to stay informed for everything 5-9. Let's go! Tales of Raise is having a collaboration with Black Clover. The crossover event started last week on the 31st of March and will conclude on April 19th. In the collaboration, characters from Black Clover like Asta, Yuno, Yami Tsukihiro, and Charlotte Rosalie will be making an appearance. During the celebration, players can look forward to login bonuses, premium currency, and collab items. The game used to have an English server, but it was shut down, leaving only the JP server. So those interested in participating in this event will have to make a JP account. Tale of Raise is available for both Android and iOS devices. Atelier Online Alchemist of Brazil is going to be launching for global. The game originally released back in 2018 for JP. The title is free-to-play adventure RPG that features mechanics from previous installments in the Atelier series with cooperative play. Don't worry, if you don't have any friends, you'll be able to play on your own as well. Players can customize their appearances from costumes, equipment, and skills. Like other Atelier titles, players will be able to explore the game's world, picking up ingredients used to mix for alchemy recipes to make new items. The title's developers, Voltron Games, is the developer responsible for Disgaea RPG's mobile release. Those looking forward to Disgaea's English release may want to take a look at this game to get a read on how the developer's track record. Currently, an exact release date for the Western version of Atelier Online hasn't been revealed at this time. If you'd like to get an early taste of this game, it's available for JP on Android and iOS devices. Code AOI is now up for pre-registration. The game is a turn-based RPG where players collect and battle with monster waifu girls. Kinky, I know. The game has been compared heavily to Genshin Impact for its 3D models, menu, and UI. That being said, Genshin Impact has also been compared heavily to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so I guess it's a fair point. The game's story goes on about original sin, creatures, gods, gospel, and of course, monsters. The title is a mystery for sure, with little information on it besides trailers. In the trailer, we see how gameplay will work, menus, interactions with monsters including feeding, and lastly, a peek of animated cutscenes. The game looks like it has a decent budget for the scale of the content. Whether or not it'll stack up to other gachas when it releases remains to be seen. For those interested in pre-registering for the title, players must go to tap.io and choose their platform of choice. Code AOI is available for pre-registration Android and iOS devices for Chinese servers. Don't feel left out yet, global players. Touhou Last Word is available for pre-registration for its eventual Western release. If the game reaches 200,000 registrations, players will be rewarded seal crystals, coins, story cards, and 2 free characters. As of now, the game has announced it's reached 170,000 pre-registrations, so players are guaranteed the 2 free characters and a handful of goodies. Enough about rewards, let's talk about the actual game. Like most RPGs, this game will feature a party system. In this game, parties consist of up to 6 characters. Characters come with their own unique illustrations and are diversified by class. There are speed, attack, and defense classes to name a few. Characters can be leveled up through items that can be acquired by winning battles and completing story scenarios. The game has already been out for a while on JP, and although the global version doesn't have an exact release date yet, it is expected to come out by May 31st. To pre-register, users will need to visit the game's official website. The game will be available for both Android and iOS. Bang Dream is currently celebrating its 3rd year anniversary, and with anniversaries, there's always free stuff to go around. First up, we have an anniversary exclusive banner. Admittedly, banner isn't free, but rates are increased from 3 to 6% for 4-star units. The banner will only be up until April 11th, so if you're thinking about summoning, make sure to do it so soon. Now let's get into the free stuff for real this time. 3rd anniversary presents will be given out to players if they log in through April 27th. In the presents, stars and tone crystals will be inside. Stars are used for summoning, with tone crystals being used to purchase songs. Next, in the Happy Easter present that will net players 250 stars and an Easter egg consumable item which replenishes energy. This present is up for grabs until the 12th. There will also be free gachas to pull on as well for you fish out there. Until the 24th of April, players can do a free pull a day with another all-members free gacha allowing up to 30 pulls. If you've never played Bang Dream before, it's a rhythm game that features cooperative play, anime music, and voice acting. So, if you're a fan of rhythm games and never played the title before, it's now the time to start. Bang Dream is available on Android and iOS worldwide. Another week, another shutdown. Mob Psycho 100 Psychic Battle is going to be added to the gacha graveyard June 1st, with all in-app purchases ending the 29th of this month. The game featured 5 Vs, 5-turn base battles with fully animated cutscenes and the original voice actors from the anime. In the game, you would collect, train, and battle characters from the Mob Psycho series and watch them perform signature moves in 3D. The game was a treat for fans of the series, allowing players to visit iconic locations, reliving the story of the anime. If you're at all interested in picking up the game, act fast because once it's gone, June 1st, it'll be gone for good. Mob Psycho is available for Android and iOS on JP and Global. Last week, we talked about the release of Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Let's just say it's been doing pretty well since last week. To put in perspective, this anime girl horse racing game just made $140 million in revenue. Mind you, the game has been out for less than 2 months, making the sort of numbers that took Dragalia Lost 2.5 years, give or take, to make. That's very, very impressive. This project by Cygames was originally supposed to release in late 2018, but was delayed until 2021. With sales numbers we've seen so far, it appears that the long delays the game faced were worth it. To date, it has already reached 27% of March's revenue, so April looks to be even bigger. Pretty Derby is a multimedia franchise that has seen an anime adaptation, manga, physical goods as well. If you'd like to get into the latest horse girl racing sensation that is Pretty Derby, the game is available for JP on Android, iOS, and PC. Now off to Sly to close us out.
Thanks, Nalar. King of Fighters All-Star is in full swing with their collaboration event with the 7 Deadly Sins. Crossover event started on March 30th. During this collaboration event, you can log in at any time during the event to obtain Meliodas. Complete the special super missions to obtain Elizabeth and her memory, and complete the special collab dungeon to obtain 7 Deadly Sins set cards and imprint stones. On the Volume 1 Summon banner, you can obtain Meliodas, Bond, Merlin, and Elizabeth. On the Volume 2 Summon banner, you can obtain Deanne, King, Dancer Elizabeth, and Tavern Master Meliodas. This special collaboration event ends on April 20th. Speaking of 7 Deadly Sins, JP Grand Cross is getting a new final boss event. This will be the introduction to the commandments getting their final boss events alongside their outfits for the event. The first 2 commandments will be Melascula and Gallon. Gallon's outfit you can acquire by playing the event for the boss items and exchanging them in the shop, whereas Melascula will be a reward for reaching top 50% on the leaderboards. Gallon's outfit looks interesting and gives off Halloween vibes, whereas Melascula's outfit plays into the color of her hair and snake-style scales, which suits her personality and character. Alongside this final boss event, we will also be getting a rerun of the 7 Disasters costume sets. Roxy, Shin, Evil Lilia, Isim, and Camilla will be having their costumes reran for purchase. Fairy Tail Guildmasters started pre-registration for the game on April 1st. Still no word on an exact date, but it is scheduled for spring of this year. We also have a list of pre-registration prices as well now. 5,000 registrations awards 5,000 jewels, 100 lacrima, and 1 small AP restoration item. 10,000 registrations awards the same as 5,000, 20,000 awards the same but with 2 AP restoration items, and 30,000 rewards the same as 20,000. There does seem to be another milestone, but no confirmation on what it is yet. Dragalia Lost has finally introduced the king, Alberius. He is a Shadow Sword unit, and he is an insane unit. If you manage to pull him, or do go ham on the banner for him, I would not blame you. Alberius' ability called Dragon's Fierce Rule 2 allows him to dispel 1 enemy buff when in dragon form. However, because of his skills in his kit, he takes the form of High Chthonius and High Midgard Sormer for his attacks. These temporary shapeshifts for the skills do count towards the Fierce Rule ability, which allows him to dispel on both of his skills. And with dispelling being one of the most sought after skill effects, this makes him a desired unit for some content such as Cayenne, Morziati, and other content that requires dispels. We also received the event Trials of the Mighty. This event gives the materials needed to unlock Mana Spiral nodes for Gala Adventurers. The first of the first batch of 3 is Gala Yuden. Next will be Gala Elisan, followed by Gala Ranzel. These 3 will be on a weekly rotating basis. Sadly, you cannot spiral them day 1 or even the first week. Cygames did not handle this well, and players are bummed out about not being able to do the full spirals during the first rotation. Hopefully they receive enough feedback and change it. A new region has been unlocked for the Champion Stadium event in Pokemon Masters, the Unova region. With every new region comes a new region medal. In order to unlock Master Mode for the Unova region, you have to use each type of Pokemon, 18 in total, at least once. To unlock Master Mode as early as possible, you will have to use each type by this upcoming reset. In order for the typing to count for the medal, the type you are looking to unlock must be the Pokemon's primary typing. An example would be Xerneas. He is both grass and fairy, but his main type is grass, so his fairy typing would not count towards the fairy type needed for the medal of the region. Also in Masters, the Battle Villa event will be returning as well, so be sure to go as far as you can while it is available. That is all for this week's Gotcha News. I'm your co-host Sly, signing us off here at 5-9 Gaming. Have a great weekend, everybody.